Welcome back everybody to Monster Hunter World. Today I actually wanted to meet you at the smithy because in my process of grinding out to try to collect every single optional quest to show them in a collage at the end, or before we move on, I actually managed to fight enough tempered monsters. I've gotten some good decos, some not so good decos. One thing I got though was a mysterious item called a Streamstone, but not like the ones we had been getting. It was a Soul-Lead Streamstone, which unlocked the ability to augment armor in the smithy, but sadly I was not recording at the time. So, I can't actually augment yet, it just unlocked the ability to. To sort of explain this really quick is weapons. You can only augment rarity 7 and rarity 8, so purple and orange items. For the glaive that we're currently using in our run, we can augment and has 2 augmentation slots. Rarity 7s have 2 slots, rarity 8s have 1. The difference is, there's a thing called Warrior Streamstone, and I believe the higher one for rarity 8 is Hero. These are 100% random. These will sometimes be in place of a decoration you would see at your end of special rewards at the end of a quest. So I have not gotten a single Streamstone for the shaft, which is what the glaive is considered under. There's like swords, shaft, lance, axe, stuff like that. Bow, or I think it's ranged. And yeah, we can do an augmentation like attack, which would beef our attack from 682 to 698. Affinity gives us from a base 0 to an instant 10. Defense gives us just a plus 10 bonus, and that's about it. A slot upgrade for level 1 slot, or the ability to do health regen. Regain health as you land attacks. Tag with other upgrades to increase the amount of health regained. This is probably the absolute best augmentation, but sadly I cannot get it yet. Cannot get it because I don't have a string with shaft, and I have fought a bunch of tempered monsters. But in my process of doing all of that, I've also switched around my insect glaive build. I did actually manage to try to fight the behemoth, and we broke enough parts off him that it gave me an item I was missing to craft just his pants. So I craft the pants. I still can't beat the quest. The best recommendation I can offer you is hopefully you'll get lucky and just kind of go into the quest and just fire a flare, an SOS flare, and hope somebody comes in to help you. That's the best really advice I can offer. That's what I did, and we still failed it, but I was able to make the pants. So this build's a little bit unfair since I have one behemoth piece, but other than that, I have switched it around quite a bit, where we now run Xeno's chest and gloves and behemoth pants. Behemoth pants because attack boost and crit boost are really good, obviously. But Xenojivas, I did for power prolonger, which allows the insect glaive to stay powered up longer, which is really good. And flinch free and another crit boost. So altogether we have 2 critical boosts. Flinch free is not that bad considering it just prevents knockbacks. Tripping is reduced to a knockback, but it increases some insect extract effects. Not overly necessary, but pretty nice to have if I'm being totally honest with you. And I had to get the alpha piece because the alpha piece came with crit boost, the beta piece does not. Other than that, the eye patch, Kaiser coil, those don't change. To try to beef up my research, because I'm trying to show off to get the quest to get the mantle, which is an optional quest we will need, I crafted this Surveyor's Charm, which where is it? Well, I can show up the skills in here. It extends our scout player's detection range, which is kind of nice, not really overly necessary, but speeds up progress on research levels and special investigations. Special investigations don't really assist us, but research levels does. To help me max out research on 15 monsters in total to show off the optional quest to get the other 2 mantles. I do have the quest to do to get 10 monsters, but I'm not going to show that yet. But in my progress of doing all of this and getting all of this done in the meantime, I did unlock the assigned quest, the rank 49, the Thunderous Rumble in the Highlands. This quest seeks only those with an unquenchable flame in their chest. Make for the Coral Highlands and investigate the beast Swath in lightning. Beyond it lies true glory. Yeah, we have to fight a tempered elder dragon, Kirin. Remember how I said before that Kirin was like the bane of my existence, and I hated Kirin, and things were awful, and it was a bad matchup, and I hated this monster? This is why. This is 100% the reason why, was this quest. For that reason, I did try to beef up the Insect Glaive's Kinsect a little bit more. I have the strongest one that's usually the almost always recommended Kinsect for base world, which is the Pseudocath 2. And I'm going to use the fire one because Kirin is the weakest to that. Because this is going to be a hard fight, I'm going to slap back on that health charm. But one thing I did get in the meantime is I did manage to weasel out one Vitality Deco. But since I don't have 2 or 3, I am not going to just not run the charm. But this Deco is now useless to me because it does not stack. What I will do on the other hand is, since I foresee myself dying, I'm going to give myself Fortitude. Because I can almost guarantee you we will die. And I mean that literally, that we will most likely die. I'm going to eat a meal and obviously go for just the max 50, whatever the side effects are, I don't care. And I'm going to go back into my equipment because the Thunderproof Mantle did not benefit us a ton last round against high rank Kirin, but we're going to 100% need it for this one because this Kirin is going to most likely one-shot us. Alright, well, I can tell you 100% that I am not excited for this. This is going to be really hard. Now, with unlocking augmentation for weapons, I did actually unlock the augmentation for armor. Yeah, you can't get one and not the other, you literally have to get both. It is impossible for you to get the augmentation for weapons and not get it for armor or vice versa. You literally have to get the one Souled Streamstone to be able to even unlock augmentation. Sadly, the thing we need for our armor is an item I do not have. Therefore, I also cannot augment the armor, which augmenting armor doesn't give it abilities like the weapon does. It just allows you to increase its... It extends the level of what you can upgrade its defenses to. Pretty much unlocking another level tier for the armor itself. So, with this, let's try to fight Kirin. This is going to be hard. The glaive will not soften its body in one attack. So we're going to have to do 2. And hopefully I can find a window, but luckily the Temporal Mantle will let me actually stay on Kirin's body, even if it runs around. And there we go. Now I'll be able to get a little bit more damage off. I did actually switch Milo to the Flashfly Cage. I don't know how useful it's going to be here actually anymore, considering, well... You can imagine. Since Kirin's technically an Elder Dragon, so you cannot, you know, trap him with a trap. So really, half of Milo's kit is going to be pointless to me. The only real advantage I have here is using the actual glaive because we have high mobility. That's really the only benefit we're going to have from this, is having this high mobility is going to allow us to dodge Kirin's attacks a little bit more easily. I'm going for the mount because I really want Kirin to be as, like, I want him to be as little as mobile as possible. Okay, with the Temporal Mantle wearing off, I'm not going to use the Thunderproof yet because Kirin is not up. So the second Kirin gets up, I'm going to pop that Thunderproof, and we're gonna pray. Or maybe not yet, because it's still, he is enraged, so I can't flint shot him anymore. That will not be useful to me. But here we go. Here we go. Let's remove the Temporal so we can recharge. Get a Thunderproof. I'm going to use my Wet Fish that I got free and get that Sharpened back up to white to keep my damage as high as possible. And here we go. Now, if this fight goes well, I'm going to look like a fool because this fight took me forever to beat. Like, literally forever. And if I beat this first try, even if I don't die one time, I'm going to be shocked. Shocked. Like, literally blown away. Let's see how much I've improved in skill. I have fought some very annoying enemies, so things have not been all peachy and hunky-dory. Basilgoose has proved to be an extremely annoying monster that I just absolutely can't stand. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that for much longer because if Kirin hits us when we're no. My analog stick flicked and I hit the wrong button. That won't matter. That shock trap is dead. That shock trap is useless. it's gonna serve literally no function. It doesn't even matter if I break it and destroy it and get rid of it. It is not gonna matter because it is worthless. Okay, Kirin's looking for me. I'm gonna try to soften its body before the Thunderproof wears off, but I don't think this is gonna work out in my favor. And look at these simple attacks Kirin is hitting us with, and look at the damage that is doing to him. All right, this is a good attack to get a good window in. Come on, come on. There we go. There's the resoften. All right, I also have to get my my extracts back up. Shoot. Yeah, if Kirin hits us with this might kill me. Okay, good. Kirin was kind of preoccupied by Milo. Thank God, Milo, you're such a champ. All right. Now we've got the two. I would love to get Brown, but I think Brown's probably from the tail, but it's such a small area to hit that I'm not super worried about hitting it. So. Okay, Kirin was gonna try to run away, but he didn't. So I don't know if that means he is almost dead. What in the heck, dude? What the heck? Guys, I swear to you, you're gonna be like, oh, you say that every fighter, every monster that caused you trouble. But, like, seriously, this should not be going as easily as it's going. This should not. I don't know why we're doing so well. Like, dude, Kirin is fleeing. He's fleeing because he has these skulls. He has skulls, guys. Skulls. Like, what? Can I? No. I actually don't know if Kirin is enraged. It shows white on his eye down there on the minimap, but I don't actually know if he's enraged or not, because when a monster de-aggroes you and kind of runs away, their icon turns yellow anyways, so it's not like it's gonna be okay, he is enraged. He is still enraged despite the fact that it's yellow. It's because he's leaving. He's fleeing away from us, that's why it's like that. You can always check by just clawing to their face and then just using a claw attack, and if they don't budge, they're technically enraged. Technically. So all we have to do is beat Kirin to the top. Oh no, I wanted to use the Wedge Beetle. No. Come on, come on. I keep going for Kirin, which I don't want. I mean, if I can just do pot shots on him and just get a little bit of minor damage on him before he gets to the absolute top, that might work. No, no. So we're gonna wait. We're just gonna kind of climb up this slowly and let Kirin lay down. You know, he seems kind of tired. You know, being a unicorn can't be that easy. It's got to be a tough life. We're gonna let him get some beauty rest. I want Kirin to rest and have a good time, you know? I want him to get that nice little beauty sleep. Oh, look. So peaceful. So peaceful, so cute. So cute. Isn't it cute? Oh, it's the cutest. And there you go. I don't know why that was so easy. I don't feel like I over-prepared for that quest, but you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say I don't think Kirin is one of my weakest matchups anymore. like legit. I don't think he's one of our weaker matchups anymore. What? Like what? What? I'm sorry, I'm flabbergasted, but beating this quest now unlocks our ability to fight tempered tier 1, tier 3. Technically, I call it tier 1. In the game, they're based on threat levels. This allows us to fight threat level 3 monsters. So I'm just going to refer to that from now on instead of my tier. We can now fight threat level 3 monsters, which are the Elder Dragons. I believe Devil Joe also counts as a threat level 3. I believe he does. And we got a Streamstone. Where's the other one? A Gleaming Streamstone. Gleaming. A rare stone taken from a tempered monster prove that it ruled for an age as a tyrant unchallenged. That will yield our best decorations possible we could get from the RNG melder, but it also is the item we need to augment my armor. And our hunter cap has been removed, 49 to 54, just to give you an idea of how much I fought, considering when we left off we were halfway, we were 48 and halfway to 49. I got to 49 and did enough quests in that amount of time that I shot to 54. And with that, that's Handler, I got it. And with that, we are officially, without a doubt, 100% in Monster Hunter World base game's true endgame. Fighting the Tempered Elder Dragons is like, and Behemoth are like the height of our challenge that we could tackle. They are the hardest things we can do, and it's really just trying to get the best decos and maximizing your build as best as possible. For this reason alone, I am not going to overly grind. I'm going to just try to grind out all the optional side quests and try to collect all of them and then show you all of those. We are going to get the rest of the palatable gadgets at this point, whether I use them or not anymore. We will show them off, like we'll collect them, and then as we get there, we'll level up, we'll use them, and we'll switch out and use them around. But yeah, we won't be staying in this postgame for very long because we will be moving on to Iceborne very soon after I collect and show you every optional side quest that is in base world. But with that, we'll go to augment equipment, and the piece of equipment I feel like we're going to be using without a doubt going forward permanently is probably going to be the eye patch. I feel like the eye patch is going to be the one thing we will probably use the most. But since this is such a good piece of armor, I'm going to do the dragon, the behemoth armor. So with this, a Gleaming Streamstone, 78 defense. We're going to upgrade the limit removal. Costs a lot of money, by the way. And there you go. You can't do it anymore. You are only able to augment the armor one singular time. And all of these. Rarity 8s use a Gleaming Streamstone. If I go to my rarity 7 uses a Streamstone. So I could technically augment this and use it. But, I mean, technically its defense would technically be higher. And I would go to upgrade. Remember, 78. The 7 levels remaining. These are decorations that I got as like the reward thing, so I'm not going to use those. But hard armor here is what we normally get. So, takes 16 to 92. 92 is now our new defense, and it also costs a lot of money as it normally does. But there you go. 92. That dramatically increased our defense stat. Like, dramatically. So with that, let us go see if I have any tempered tier 3 or threat level 3 investigations. If not, we will show off the side quest that's going to give us a new mantle, because I do have 2 of those, and those we will at least still show off because those are the mantle quests. I do. I'm a crazy man. Crazy man. We're going to do this. We're going to do this right now and show off a threat level 3, the type of rewards we may or may not get, and how tough this will be. Now this quest should be insanely hard. Insanely hard. But let us see how fighting the peak of Base World's challenge presents to me at this current level, with not even all of our armor being augmented. Only one singular piece of our armor is augmented, and let's see how well this goes. Do I think this will go well? Honestly, not really. Okay, I do have 50 minutes, so I do have plenty of time to take him down, but we like to go fast and efficient. I have the Hell Charm level 3, I am not changing that until I get... I would recommend leaving the Hell Charm on, especially at this point in the game, unless you have the 3 level 1 Vitality decorations, which gives you health boost. If you have 3 of those and you've gotten really good RNG, then 1, I'm jealous of you at this point in time. I'm very envious. and 2, use those instead, because then you can use the charm to more customize your build to the weapon that you are currently using. And that's what I would recommend a lot more than just using the health charm. The health charm is honestly very great. It is really good. It just doesn't hold up once you hit this point where you can technically get the vitality decos. For this reason, I am going to try to get all 3 extracts. There we go. This is hard. Like, if Teostra hits me, it's going to be, yeah, damage just as strong as what Kirin slapped on me. His wings are a good weak spot, so we can just kind of stay above him, and with the Insect Glaive, I can bounce around him. I honestly shouldn't have used the Fire Kinsect, because that was a bad idea. So if I do die, I will switch that out in the tent, because I believe Teostra is technically weakest to ice, even though it says water. Now, yes, if you were wondering, for the Masochist side, there is technically a way to get Tempered Luna as an investigation at this point. You can. You truly can. Now, the thing is, I'm not suicidal, and all of these tempered Elder Dragon fights are gonna yield pretty much the same rewards the whole time. So whether we fight Nergigante, Kushala Deora, Teostra, Lunastra, it's gonna be the same. For that reason as well, I am not going, even if I get one, I am not going to show you a Tempered Luna quest, because, you know, I value my sanity just enough. To not put myself through that. Also, Toasty is going to kill me. Like how I called that? Hey, Toasty's gonna kill me, and we died. Now we're going to switch our Kinsect to the ice, and we're gonna grab an ancient potion to beef up our stamina and our health to max. And this is also why I slotted in Fortify, because yeah. So let's just replenish everything we have. Let's grab our ancient potion because we want our stuff to be as maxed out as possible. And let's give this another shot. I told you. What did I say? Hey, we're gonna die. And you know what happened? To a shock of literally nobody, I died. So yeah, this is where we're at, and let's see how round 2 goes with a better setup finally. I do have the Temporal Mantle. I should have probably used that, so I'll use it now. Toasty is technically powering up and getting stronger, so it does actually make sense to use the Temporal Mantle at this point. But really, you're gonna fly? You're gonna fly like that? There we go. Oof. Oh, and now I get the mount? Now I get the mount after, you know, I've already died one time? Yeah, yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, game. Really appreciated. Really love that. Beating Toasty will give us a Gleaming Streamstone too. So, even if you have to like play really slow and really cautious against your first threat level 3 Elder Dragon, do it, because even if it's a slow victory and you have to like really be cautious, getting a Gleaming Streamstone over the course of all these Elder hunts that you'll be doing are really beneficial, because it'll just keep making your armor stronger. As long as you have the money, that's why I've been using vouchers throughout the whole game of just fighting monsters or like really high reward level quests. Because you're gonna want the money. Like you're gonna want it. Also, I'm kind of a dope. I should have brought the Fireproof Mantle. I left the Thunderproof Mantle on. Don't be like me. Be better than me when it comes to preparing. Because now my other mantle is kind of useless to me. It's not going to do anything for me. I'm going to attack his wings because they're the most weak to slicing damage. Okay, I am going to take the temporal off, that way it can recharge if I need it again. Uh-oh. I don't know if I was far enough away, but you can do that dive. Invulnerability, it's a good way to survive it. If you use the longsword, you can actually just foresight that. As funny as that sounds. Thank you, Milo, for laying 2 traps. Thank you for laying 2 traps that are doing us literally no good. Alright. Yeah, look at that. He's got a trap there and a trap over there. Like, Milo. Also, did you notice I put him in the Kirin armor? It's technically not really any better than when he was wearing the Toski armor that for like that one episode, I think. I just like how the Kirin armor looks. I just think it looks cuter. I just enjoy him. I enjoy him wearing it more. It's honestly just a personal preference. Alright, let's get our Kinsect abilities back up. And we want all 3. You do get a nice little added bonus if you do actually have all 3 extracts. That's why I go for all 3. So if you're wondering why I am like being more adamant about getting all 3 against Toasty, that's why. Oh, nice, another mount. This isn't going as bad as I thought. I know, I'm not gonna say it. But you know what's coming. You know exactly what I'm thinking. You know in my mind, you know what's coming. I'm not too worried about augmentation. So one thing I will kind of spoil for you is if you're playing this game vanilla at this point in time, do not be overly worried about grinding out the warrior or hero streamstones to be able to augment your weapon, because the second you get into Iceborne and you get the stronger weapons that start unlocking from playing Iceborne and you upgrade it, so like say for example there's a better version of the weapon we're using now, and I grind my little butt off to get augmentation for it, right? It'd be really good, you know, you'd think. But the second I upgrade to that stronger version of the weapon in Iceborne, the game even warns you. It goes, hey, if you do this, you know, your augmentation goes away. You know, the augmentation will end. So for that reason, I can't really recommend that you grind out the Streamstones for the augmentations anymore, because they're not viable anymore. They're really not. Because the second you even, I mean, if you don't play Iceborne, then if you don't play Iceborne, then yeah, you know, go for it, dude. They'll technically be the best thing you can get. But if you're gonna play Iceborne, the augmentations are honestly kind of worthless to you. They're not actually worth having. I need to get away from him. I need to use my whetstone to sharpen, because his body will bounce off his body at blue, and we don't want that. We want to constantly stay on the attack, because bouncing off leaves you very vulnerable, and we don't want that. As I take my constant beating at this point, because now we do a bit worse. Ooh, but he's limping. Kinsect, do some little extra damage. Okay, our extracts are about to wear off. Now you think like, oh man, they're not lasting very long. They're lasting quite a while, honestly, thanks to Power Prolonger from the Xeno'jiiva armor. And I technically have a decoration I could slot in to have level 3 to make them last a long time, because we don't even have max level. Whoops. We don't even have max level. I think we have like level 2. Yeah, it just increases the duration. I don't even have the greatly. It could technically be more powerful than it even is. Like, they could last even longer. So it just, I mean, honestly, if you're curious, just try it. Run Power Prolonger and then fight a hunt with the Insect Glaive if you use it. And then once you do that, then do the same exact hunt. Just do it again. This time, don't use Power Prolonger, and you'll notice. I won't get brown because I want to get some good damage off on his face right now. Okay, now we're gonna try to get the brown extract from his tail. Uh-oh. Again, Luna's range is huge. Luna has crazy range. I don't actually know how much range Toasty has. So that's why I'm just either doing the dive or just run, like I'm also running away because I don't know the range on it, and I'm not taking any chances because I don't think it'll one-shot me, especially with damn near, or no, yeah, 200 health. But that's not a risk I'm willing to take. If you want to play a risky game, then dude, go for it. 100% do it. Go for it, boss. Me, I'd rather live. We already died once. If I didn't die once, maybe I would have not cared, I guess. But when you die once, you don't really want to go dying again, you know. It's like the reverse of here I go killing again, here I go not dying again. And there you go. There is a tempered level 3 monster just taken care of. And that's it. Now, when we fought threat level 1, we were getting mysterious face stones, and pretty much exclusively that. When I fought a threat level 2, we got like some glowing face stones. We got really lucky. We got really lucky by getting the warp face stone, but we got the sealed face stone, the kind of orangish looking one. So let's see what this gives us. This should honestly give us exclusively sealed, with maybe the lucky chance of getting a warped. This is what it should give us, or it gives us a solely Streamstone that will honestly not be. We actually do not want those. That's what we don't want anymore. So there you go. Yeah, we got a Gleaming, and we actually got 2 Gleamings. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, and we got a Warren. Sealed is something different. Warren. And it gave us a Bomber decoration, which is a rarity 6. That's okay. And Stone Thrower rarity 6. Again, the decorations don't guarantee you good decos. It just increases the odds, unfortunately. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But with that, we will go use our Gleaming Streamstones to upgrade our armor a little bit more, and maybe we'll get more threat level 3s. If not, it's working on collecting every optional quest. Now, I will preface this. The Flashlight Cage will max out at level 15, then we'll switch to the next item, which will be the Coral Highland, or no, the Wildspire Waste region. For this reason, I am actually going to switch this up. We are not going to go to Wildspire's Phalines next. At least I'll check and see if I can or can't. I'm going to go to Coral Highlands. One optional quest you need in the game is tied to the Grimalkins of the Coral Highlands to get their gadget. It is tied to an optional side quest. So there is a side quest we can't get without getting the Palico gadget. But for now, let's augment. And this is what makes this tough, is because now I have to augment what I think will be beneficial to me. So for this reason, verbatim, we're going to do the Dragon King eye patch and the Toasty coil because it has weakness exploit level 3, like with our eye patch. The Xenojiva I would augment, but we're not going to be using the Glaive. Like, we'll be using the Glaive for obviously this episode and the next, but I won't be using, Power Prolonger for, probably not the next weapon. We're not going to use it for like the longsword. We're not going to, like, it would benefit the longsword to be fair, but I can't guarantee that we're going to need it there, so I don't feel as confident upgrading those. But let's upgrade the eye patch. 76. All right, what we go up to? 90. Another sizable increase, and as you see my Zenny, it's burning through it. I don't think I can fully upgrade this one. I can't. Even using everything that I have. So if you have more than me, that's cool. I'm gonna be kind of a sneaky cheater. And yeah, there we go. 84. Yeah, the Tremors here, that was kind of cheating, but if you're playing the game yourself, you probably have more armor spheres than me. Plus, they're there, man. I can use them. Look at that. Our defense is now 423. So that will be all we'll show off today. I'll show you the quest board and show you the optional quests that I have started to collect. As you see, I have ones I need to do. Pretty much in here, I believe it's the 4-star. I believe it's the 4-star quest that has the side quest tied to the Grimalkins, which we'll show off as well with everything else. These 5-star are arena quests that you just have to get by just capturing monsters. I'm slowly working through that. We'll get there. And then yeah, arena quest that I've collected. Arena quest, we do have Rumble in the Waste. This was given to me from the 3rd Fleet Master at the research base to get another new mantle. As you see, unlocks new specialized tool, hunting a Diablos and a Black Diablos. Pretty sweet. I got that from, like I said, the 3rd Fleet Master of the research base. That's where that quest came from. We have a Portent of Disaster. I got this from the Armory Lady in Astera. This is the quest you get for completing research. I think this is this one. This one is either getting completed research on 10 monsters, or it's beating 7 different tempered threat level 2 missions. I'll put on screen whichever one this one actually belongs to, but it's one of those two. So the only one I'm missing is getting the research on 15 monsters completed, and that will give us one more side quest, and we're not missing too much else. So ones that don't reward us with something, I will just do off screen, but the mantle ones, like this one and the rumble in the waste, that one will show on episode. So I will get back to work on that, and I will see you guys next time. But it's okay, Haruto, not Naruto, Haruto joined the session, so Haruto signed in, and I'm signing off, guys. See you then.